Well, welcome to the 33rd chapter of the book of Genesis. Jacob and Esau reunite. Begins in verse 1. Anavlepsis they Yaakov, they. And Jacob looking up saw. Ke'idu Esav, o adelphos tu herhomenos. And Esau, his brother, was coming. The Adelphos, Delphia, Philadelphia, city of brotherly love. K. Tetrakosii Andrus met of two, and 400 men with him. Andrus, android, the derivative. K. The Ellen, Yaakov, top, Pedia, epi Leon, K. epi Rachel. And Jacob divided the servants unto Leah and unto Rachel. K. Tas Theo Pediscus, and the two maidservants, and it's all in verse 32. The Theo, a duo, is a derivative. In verse 2, K. epi say tas Theo Pediscus, K. tus ius afton, en protis. And he made the two maidservants and their sons go in first. Protis, a prototype, is a derivative. K. Leon, K. ta Pedia aftis, opiso, and Leah and her children after the first wife of Jacob. K. Rachel, K. Iosif, eschatus, and Rachel and Joseph last. We have eschatology, derivative for this word, 2078. Rachel and Joseph, and as we mentioned, Benjamin hadn't been born yet. And so the favorite is last. In case they are attacked, then perhaps the last would survive. Verse 3, Aftos they proilthon, emprosthen afton, but he went forth in front of them. Ke prosekinison tin gin, eptakis, 7 times. He did obeisance on the ground, and we mentioned that this word is translated worship in the King James many places, but it has nothing to do with really worshiping today, as a complete different meaning. So he bowed his face to the ground 7 times. Eos agise to adelpho avtu, while approaching to his brother to show a attitude of more or less being subservient to him, although he really wasn't, but he wanted to show that he was coming in peace. Verse 4, Ke prosethramen Esav isinatasen afto, and Esau ran up to meet him. So instead of carrying a sword, he ran up to greet his brother that he hadn't seen for so many years. Ke perilavon afton ephilisen, and taking hold of him, he kissed him. The ephilise, phileo, a friend. So philosophy, friend of wisdom, is a derivative. Philo. Ke prosepisen epi ton trachylon aftu, and he fell upon his neck. Trachylon with trachea is a derivative. Ke kataphilasen afton, and he kissed him. Ke eklavsen amphoteri, and they both wept. So here's a beautiful reunion of these two brothers that were separated by each doing what they wanted to do. Esau in revolt against his parents, marrying Canaanite women, and Jacob taking the birthright and the blessing from his brother. Esau moved over into Seir, and so he had come up, probably had heard that they were coming, and come to see him. And they're quite a ways up from where Seir is. We'll go with the map here in a few more verses. Verse 5, Ke anavlepsis Esav, and Esau looking up, Ide tas ginekas, Ke ta pedia, and he saw the women and the children. Ke ipe, and said, Ti tav to see estid, what are these to you? Ode ipe, and he said, as Jacob, doesn't uses a pronoun so many places it's gets to be confusing on who's saying who or who's saying what. And he said, Jacob said, Ta pe thea is eleisen o theos ton pe tha su, the children which God showed mercy on your servant, my children. Eleison, we have the Kyria eleison, Lord have mercy. And there's a theos theology, derivatives. Verse 6, Ke prosigisan e pediske, ke tatekna afton. And the maidservants and the children drew near. You can kind of see this scene, and the children hiding behind the mother possibly, and meeting an uncle that they heard a lot about, and maybe even fearing. And they did obeisance. Prosekinasan. 33:7. Ke prosigase Leah, ke tatekna aftis, ke prosekinasan. And Leah drew near, and her children, and they did obeisance. So first was Jacob, and then Leah came. Ke metatavta prosigase Rachel, ke Iosif, ke prosekinasan. And after this, Rachel and Joseph drew near, and they did obeisance. First were the two concubines. Verse 8, Ke ipe, and he said, Ti tav to see esti, and that he is Esau. What are these to you? Pase e paramvole avte es apin tika. All these camps which I have met. O they ipen, and he said, being Jacob, Ina evri o pesu harin nantion su kyrie, that your servant should find favor before you, O master, and the evre, eureka, I found it, Archimedes said. Derivative. Verse 9, Ipe de Isav, esti mi pola adelphe, esto si tasa. And Esau said, There is to me much, O brother. Let your things be yours. Be to you. Actually, it should be to you right here instead of yours. I'll have to change that in the next edition. 33:10. Ipe de Yaakov, and Jacob said, I Evron, Harin, and Nantion Su, if I have found favor before you, Vexeta Thora, Diaton Emon Hiron. Take the Dora. Dora is a name, English name for a girl, and Dorothy, Pandora for gifts. Take these gifts by my Hiron, the hands, chiropractor being the derivative. And it can tuto, idon to prosopon su. Because of this, I saw your face, os an tis idi prosopon theu, as if one may have seen the face of God. Ke evdokisis me, and you shall think well of me. So he wanted to please his brother instead of having an anger show, and so these things were for him. In verse 11, Lavetas evlogias mu, take the things of my blessing, evlogias, eulogy, good saying, as ineka si, which I brought to you. Oti ele se me o theos, for God showed mercy on me. Ke esti mi panta, and there is to me all things. Ke aviasato afton, and he forced him. Ke eleve, and he took.